They asked what time we're coming in. We didn't want to tell them because we want to be treated like everybody else. And wow, you really
I don't know
loving
what
the
to do
camera,
with my
aren't
hands.
you? Yeah, you're just really loving the camera. You're just such huge man meat. You take up all. You can lean on both sides.
All right, welcome to the Colorado BBQ Boys. Today we are going to talk about how to order and why it's important. There's a lot more to ordering barbecue than you think there is, and so we're going to give our stories, our experiences, and give you some tips on how to order barbecue properly.
A lot of people will say, I don't have a good barbecue experience. I'm like, well, how did you order? What did you do? And so one time there was a restaurant in DFW just opened up called Hard Eight. And they're in this industrial section, and they named it Hard Eight because the owner was a big gambler, and he always bet on craps, and he bet on Hard Eight. He was a billionaire, actually came from oil money. And this guy built this $1 million barbecue place in the middle of nowhere, and everyone's going, all right, whatever. But we worked in American Airlines, and the processes was slow. He'd take out the brisket, chop it up, blah, blah, blah. And the process is slow. Anyhow, we revamped his processes because we're talking to him. And then the next day he came up and goes, how's your barbecue? Because we went there almost every day. And he goes, I went, it's okay. Why? Well, the ribs were dry. I didn't get the brisket I want, and the sausage just wasn't right. He goes, all right, well, come with me. So we walked over, and Hard Eight has a big open pit. And they always say, be careful because you order more than you should because I want this and that.
Oh, yeah.
So what I did was I go, I want the center ribs right there. I want those 2 center ribs right there. And the guy's like, well, all right. And I want that part of the brisket. I want the heel, the butt on that side, the juiciest part right there. That sausage, not that one. That one's kind of burnt and dried. I want that one. And he goes, all right, well, you had a mouth, tell him. And the guy's like, all right, got it. And started cutting everything up and doing it. He goes, here you go. And I was like, huh. He's like, all you have to do is speak. He goes, if you go to a barbecue place and they don't follow you, if they want you to have a good experience and they don't want you to have that, then don't eat there. Walk away. And because some people do like the end, some people do like it dry, and some people do like it charred. And everyone should have a great experience, especially when you're paying this much money. And this guy was a GM, and he kind of came from a lot of money. He had a bunch of restaurants too. And long story short, after that, every experience I've had has been really good. And if it's not because they gave me something. It's just like, okay, I had a part in it. Just like when we went to Sugar Fire, I had a part in that one, and we made it right. Yeah. And that's why I want to show everybody, hey, when it comes to barbecue, don't be shy. Get exactly what you want, and you'll have a better experience. And I think that's what we're going to show you later on, is how to tell the cook and the person who's the pit master, whoever's cutting the meat up, what you exactly want, and they should do it.
But also finding that spot, finding that sweet spot of ordering is what you got to do as well. I told you guys in the last video that Brothers Barbecue was one of my first experiences with real barbecue. And they had great food. It was so unlike anything I'd had before. I loved it. But as I started going there more often, I refined it. I love beef ribs. Beef ribs have such an amazing flavor, but not many people do them, and not many people do them the way they're supposed to be done. So they do have beef ribs, and it's selective. I got some beef ribs. Also, I loved their ribs, but I didn't like the sauce they used. I said, can you do it without the sauce? And the guy says, sure. They reheat theirs on the skillet, on the big flat top. So they cut it up and they throw it on, and they kind of char them a little bit. And that was exactly what I wanted. That was what I wanted. But you just have to say, hey, can you guys do this? They can say no. The worst they can say is no.
But then you walk
away. So if
away.
You're already expecting them to say no, a yes is a huge win. So yeah, Brothers Barbecue. When I went there, now when I go there, I just say, hey, I'll have half a rack naked. And some of them know. Some of them know. Right,
and the
when
ones
you
that
say
don't
it,
know, do they come out naked?
And the ones that don't know, call the police. and you have a record, maybe not. I don't know. But the ones that don't know, you just explain it. I was like, I don't want the sauce on mine when you warm up the ribs. But I always loved their ribs. They were always great ribs. It's been a long time since I've been there.
You
So.
can't do that, Victoria's Secret. I want to have rack naked. I can't do that there. This only pertains to barbecue, right?
Can't or won't.
I don't know. But you have me intrigued now.
Yeah.
No, I think what's hard for me is I love brisket. Texas brisket is my favorite. I lived in Houston for a couple of years, and I never order brisket anywhere because it's always lean. It always comes out dry. But I've never asked and said, hey, I want the fatty part. And same with the ribs. Usually, most of the time I get a full rack, but when I do get a half rack, I don't say, hey, I want the fattier portion of the half rack because that's what I prefer. And I sometimes get what I like, and sometimes I don't, and that's on me. And I didn't know this. Like we talked about last time, I'm the newbie here, so I think I'll learn a lot, and you guys should learn a lot too.
So there's 13 rib bones to a rack. So I don't want the first 2. I want 10 ribs. I want the juiciest ribs. If you're gonna get a rack, you can do it that way. Especially if they do it by the pound.
I want the 8th rib on every rack.
No, you know what?
10 times over.
I want the odd ribs.
Now, the guy might go, all right, that's excessive, but at Hard 8, they would say, okay, challenge accepted. All right, let's do that. But you're paying for it, and they're going to run out anyway, and especially places that run out. I call poor planning, but we'll go from there. We'll talk about that later. But anyhow,
And sometimes they just don't accommodate what you're asking for.
Or they
And
can't.
that's just what that place does.
Yep.
A lot of places do, a lot of places don't. So
Okay. All right. So we gave you some tips. We are going to go to the restaurant. We're going to film some stuff. We are going to actually review the restaurant. We've mentioned quite a few different restaurants on Instagram, and almost every single one of them has reached out and said, hey, this is awesome. We've reached back out and said, hey, can we come film there? So we've got a list going of places around Colorado. If you have other places you suggest, let us know in the comments and we'll put it on our list. But we are going to go there.
Yep,
We're going to
Wyoming
shoot some,
Buffalo. Yep.
and then we'll be back here. And
sorry, no, Wyoming's badass.
we're heading to the restaurant. We'll be back.
There's going to be a lot of editing.
Yeah.
So right now, we're on our way to Roaming Buffalo, and right now I'm in the back of a King Ranch 4, which is not, I mean, look at this. Look at my legroom, look at everything I have. The King Ranch is awesome. I also have my bison cooler right here, my little tumbler, keep everything cold on my little refrigerator on the way to Roaming Buffalo. Cody, what do you got up there?
this is a bison coolers tumbler. It's got everything you need in it that when you're trying to grow. So it's got Red Bull, and then there's something else that I don't recall what it was, ice cubes, and something built in Austin, Texas.
Look at the name of the brand though, Texas Braze. That's owned by Jason Phillips. That's another barbecue guy that actually cooks and does catering. He's a badass barbecuer himself too. Texas Braze Barbecue.
Well,
Yeah, anyhow.
in the King Ranch.
Yep. I mean, it's not a Lariat. I mean, who would do that, right? Or who would buy a Chevy or a GMC?
I know a guy with a Lariat, and he
Do
loves
you?
it.
Do you?
All right.
Okay, well, that's good, Glad. Donnie here is our driver. Donnie just flew in from Texas. He's actually eating a lot of barbecue. Today, what are you going to eat, Donnie?
What?
What are you going to have today?
I'm gonna have salad. I've been eating meat all week.
Donnie's going to have a salad. There you go.
So, he's been bragging about eating meat all day.
Yeah, that's right. So that's Donnie right there. So anyhow, we're on our way, and we'll have fun getting there.
Okay.
So
What do we have?
so we already know you have lamb, and we'll take that lamb.
How much we got?
Just about to lay it out.
So let's do about half pound of lamb,
Half pound
Three
lamb?
three quarters of a pound. That's what we're looking for.
3/4 pound of lamb, and then your
We have our friend Donnie with us too.
your moist center brisket, your moist center pork ribs, please. The center ones.
Gotcha.
Thank
The
you.
center one.
The ones that are.
Do you have any pork belly?
We only have pork belly on Friday.
I believe I have like.
God, I wish it
How
was
many
Friday.
pork ribs do I got? A rack and a half?
Let's do 3/4 of a rack of ribs. What else do you got? Do you have brisket?
So 3/4 of a rack. So how many bones do you think? So
About let's do
7
10
ribs.
bones. 10
10
bones.
bones?
10 bones. And then so you have you're out of turkey, you're out of brisket. What else do you have besides pork ribs and lamb?
We got pulled pork and
Yep. Let's do some pulled pork.
Yep.
Let's do a half pound of pulled pork.
what else for you?
And that's all you have? Just those 3 meats?
Yeah. And
Okay.
then what size do you like? How much? What size are you thinking?
For 2 growing boys, whatever size that is.
This one right here. So that one, pint. Let's do a pint that. Do a pint of collard greens. And your barbecue beans. What are those like?
We make them in house. Yes, they have a little bit of pork in them.
Okay. Let's do.
Wait. What do you recommend?
Yeah. We'll do
I love the beans. I love the cheddar mash. It's really good. The coleslaw is also really good. It's like a cilantro lime coleslaw. We make the.
All right.
Oh, let's do
in-house.
let's do coleslaw.
Yeah.
Get some buns and make a sandwich.
Yeah. Give us what you're known for,
Okay.
and let's do that.
Slaw. We'll do a pint of slaw as well.
Yep. Pints of slaw and some buns, please.
Some
And
buns.
that one.
You guys want any cornbread muffins?
Are they amazing?
Yes.
Then that's what I want.
Do 3.
hey, I made a big mistake. I thought we had pork ribs. All I thought was pork ribs. This guy's get brisket.
Oh, then let's get a
let's
half a
get
pound
brisket.
of your healed. Let's get a half a pound of the
The moist
brisket,
stuff.
please.
Yeah.
So how many pork ribs do we have?
We're out of pork ribs now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So by mistake you mean liar.
So instead of pork ribs, you're gonna do
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
how much brisket?
Let's do 3/4 of a pound of brisket, moist.
Yep. The best part of that brisket you have,
Fatty?
and that's not that one.
And you said 3/4 of a pound?
3/4 of a pound. Yeah, 3/4 of a pound of fatty brisket.
Slice or chop?
Slice. Please. Thank you.
Dude, I love being able to see it.
Awesome. Is there any for here?
For here.
How many people?
Is your name Allie?
There's 4 of us. There's
Allie,
4
we
of
talked
us.
to Allie earlier.
Oh, hi.
Hey guys. Awesome.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
You guys want water coolers, drinks, or anything?
Oh, water be perfect.
See, but this is the definition of ask for what you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a fork from you if you don't mind. Oh my God.
Oh, you're gonna eat them with you?
Wow. I'm not a big collard green fan.
That's what I want to try.
I've
Wow.
never had collard greens.
Wow.
Holy
right.
crap!
Oh my God.
I was like, what is that? Obviously, that's lamb. No, that is lamb, and it's amazing.
Which one? That one?
Mm-hmm.
There's one.
Who's ever
Jack, get a
had
fork, get a
pulled
fork,
lamb?
get in there.
Oh my gosh!
This is lamb.
Yeah, that is a game changer. Oh, thank you. Get Allie in here in the shot and say, hey, thank you, Allie. Allie's the manager
us to be here.
at Roaming Buffalo. And Allie, thank you so much for hosting us and having us. And that is competition. The lamb is a game changer.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is
I'm
such a
glad you like
unique
it.
flavor,
Yeah.
and it's so new and so
And the-
different and so amazing to me.
I
I
haven't
love
even,
it.
I haven't even got to this yet.
I don't know
The
why more
collard
people
greens,
don't do it.
I don't even like collard greens. This is awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, of course.
This is amazing. They have so much flavor in them. A little tart to them as well, which I like a lot. So thank you. But what I really, really like, I like the lamb. The lamb has got a really good flavor. It's really moist, and this is just pulled lamb. I didn't ask for anything specific. I just asked for lamb, and that was spot on. I did ask for the fatty brisket, which we all like. I mean, did you like fatty brisket? They held together, and looks like they smoke it and they wrap their briskets, which is great. Wrap it in peach paper. They're pulled apart. Here's the pulled pork.
Yep. I'm so glad we're trying this lamb. This
I know.
is amazing. Such a different flavor though.
know.
It doesn't meld itself into any other barbecue flavor. It's its own altogether.
Yep. The ordering went really well. Well, on this menu here was a little bit different for ordering because we're just subject to what they had left because we showed her late.
But additionally,
But I did ask for center ribs. If they had them, he knew what I wanted. I did ask for fatty brisket, and he nailed it spot on. I'd asked for lamb. I didn't know what to order. Pulled lamb and pulled pork. So that's what I got. If it was more, and they had more out, then I guarantee you they would accommodate exactly what we wanted. So this is for me, this is a home run place. Very nice, very great customer service. Easy to read the menu right up there in front. You pull everything out. You can see while they're cutting it, what you like, what you don't like if you're up in front. Yeah, everything's great. And they bring the food right to your table, which is really nice.
yeah.
And so, yeah, and obviously this is a great place because they're selling out. It's 1 o'clock on a Saturday. So,
Well, and the other part of it for me is what do we get when we ordered? I'm gonna keep hammering on this. It's a small location. I'm a big guy. It's a small location, which is good. It's not a bad thing. That's nothing to be afraid of.
you
what
or
it
the
is-
location?
Size, volume,
Sorry.
whatnot.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, when we walked in, they're right there with us at the counter. And so we were able to see everything. So this was even a bigger bonus for us because everything was right there up front for us to see. They were super accommodating. It wasn't strange, it wasn't weird, but we were definitely vocal. I'm sure people around us were probably going, what the hell just happened here? Which is not the norm because a lot of these places are larger locations, but they nailed it.
Yeah,
they nailed it.
really nailed it. This is the King Ranch. And the King Ranch is very known in Texas. And they have actually great leather and great beef too as well. But here you go. Cody. It's not a lariat. It's King Ranch.
Close in 2 minutes.
So this is Tracy. She's the manager here at the other Roaming Buffalo in Golden, Colorado.
Hi.
We're gonna try your bison rib. Let's go 2 bison rib or 1. Donnie, you still hungry?
A little bit.
Zach, can you eat?
A little bit.
Ooh, get some root beer too.
Your 2 bison rib.
Not root beer, guys.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's fine.
Do you have any venison sausage?
I do.
So we'll keep it on.
We definitely want to try that.
2 bison ribs. Oh, the 3.
Yeah, do you want to do something like this?
bison rib, pork rib, and venison sausage. Is that,
Oh yeah, we didn't get the pork rib.
That's what I'm trying to. Now we get the middle part of the pork ribs, like the center, the most juiciest, the most longest part.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with the beef, bison rib. Yeah. You have it. And then the pork sausage, I guess. Oh, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Oh wow.
All right.
Whoa.
Bison ribs,
That-
pork ribs,
yep.
venison sausage.
Oh wow. Get a shot of that. That's the meaty part. Exactly right. What we ordered.
Yes, some cowboy beans. We got you guys some collard greens
Oh, cool. Thank
on
you.
the house.
Oh, well,
and
thank you.
some
We get
cheese.
Now, Tracy, is the owner's from Texas?
Coy is from Texas and Rachel's from Lakewood, Colorado.
Well, there you go. That's the whole purpose of our video.
We are here.
That's pretty. Are they living here in Colorado?
Colorado barbecue.
How often are the owners here?
They come in almost daily.
Do they really? Well, again, the Colorado BBQ Boys is about people who move from. I'm from Texas. Cody's from Wyoming.
Okay,
And
nice.
we're trying to find great barbecue in Colorado. And we're doing our search throughout all of Colorado to search great barbecue. And the last Romy Buffalo Two, I thought so far, to me, was the brisket was spot on. And the lamb was incredible.
I loved the
The
lamb.
lamb was great.
It was so different because nobody else does it. I would go there again and again for the lamb. Yep.
Yeah, it was a great experience overall. Unfortunately, your barbecue's so good, we sold out, so that's why we're here. Which
Yep.
worked out. Now, check this out. We did. You're the same bread. So, just so you viewers know, we didn't tell them we were coming. We just showed up. We told the other place we were coming, but not this place. So this is a consistent barbecue, and we're talking about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're about to close before 4, and they have competitive style barbecue. And the taste is spot on.
Uh-huh.
So,
And look at the amount of meat that's on there.
exactly. Right. These are, but you know what?
The meatiest, yeah.
But I asked for that though. Remember we talked about how to order. I asked for the meatiest center ribs that you had.
Nonetheless, I don't care what you say. I've been to enough places locally that have ribs.
Yeah.
These ribs are enormous. There's so much meat on
And
these.
the pork ribs, yeah.
Oh my God.
Hogzilla here, right?
Order more because you're going to take them home and reheat them.
Oh, that's a good rib. And so yeah, this is on my top pick, and this is a restaurant I highly recommend. I would definitely come back and I'd pay for it over and over again. Yeah,
I agree.
Yep, and I actually even consider having them catered. I would. That's how good it is. I think this is great. So yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you, owners. I don't know your name, but whoever owns this place, thank you for bringing this.
Get
Tracy's
there on
awesome. Allie is awesome at the other restaurant. I totally welcome to come here. Everyone's warm and welcoming, but that other guy had just a hell of a head of hair.
So what are
figure it out.
your, each of you, and I'll try to come up with one, I don't know, but your top tip for ordering?
I just learned to say naked now. Thank you, Cody. I just learned that was my. It went from wow to number one.
You
now.
shouldn't
I have
always say
brisket
naked.
Can I have brisket naked? Turkey naked? I mean, just
No,
naked.
it has to be a half rack
Oh,
naked.
half rack.
Could I get
Yeah.
a Clark naked? No.
You
no.
can't say turkey breast naked. No. Is that wrong? That's wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. We can edit that out. Sorry. Let's edit that.
No,
That's up to
you
the-
always have like something profound to say, but
I do.
On my
Yoda.
side, I would say be vocal. That's the first tip. Be vocal. Let them know what you're looking for. And again, the worst they can say is no, especially if you're expecting them to say no. Mm-hmm. When they say yes or say let me go check,
Yeah.
that's a win.
See, I think that's where we differ, though. I don't expect them to say no. I expect them to say yes because, okay, my family-owned restaurants. You're only the best customer. My grandpa would say is the one that complains. Remember, I'm telling this, and because you can do something about it. The worst customer is someone says I don't like it, doesn't say a word, and walks out and never comes back ever again. That is the worst customer. And so, if you're vocal, I expect them to say yes. I mean, it's not high expectations. Like I'm going to pay for you. I'm going to pay. I'm not getting it for free. I just want to get what I want.
Yeah.
That's a clear expectation. That's not unrealistic. I know we differ that way, and we get it. But as I start to brainwash you and slip little roofie coladas in your glass, I think you're going to come my way. I do.
It's just.
And I'm going to go, hey Cody, half rack naked, and we're going to have some fun.
Just train me.
We're going to be on a
That's all
whole
I'm
different
asking.
channel. We're going to be a whole nother channel. But
Okay, so be vocal.
be
Let them know
vocal.
what you
Yep,
want.
Exactly. Expectations. I think they should say yes.
'Kay.
Yep. Be vocal. And like I think Cody and I both agree. Be vocal. And you know, he says, "Well, don't expect it." I say, "Expect it," but we'll see what happens.
Don't be a jerk.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Never be a jerk. Be respectful always. Because these guys work really hard. You know, working in the food industry is hard enough, and working with customers, the public, sucks. People are not nice. So I agree. Always be nice.
Yeah.
And when they're not nice, you want to go, thank you, walk away, or tell the manager, hey, I'm having a bad experience.
Yeah.
But
Or
like I
maybe
said,
check them a little bit.
yeah. But I always say give every restaurant 2 or 3 tries.
Yeah.
And if they're bad 3 times in a row, right? Then you know what? There's another
3
restaurant.
strikes, you're out.
Exactly.
Well, not like that, because so be vocal, tell them what you want, and I also like expect them to say yes, because if you expect them to say no, in my head, what I say is, oh, okay, that's fine. But if you expect them to say yes, you might say, well, why not? Like I really like to have a good experience so I can refer my friends here.
Yep.
Would you be willing to? And don't be rude about it.
So-
but like, don't just accept, hey, no, we don't do that. Just
Yeah.
So,
I was
so
told- I
don't
was
walk
told.
up and say, I would like so-and-so's ribs.
No, I was told
Well, then
that
go
once,
there.
and it shocked me. I was told, no, we can't do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
excuse me? And it was a chain barbecue place.
Yeah.
It wasn't Rudy's, but it was a chain. And not going to say the name, but it was bad customer service. It was all the way around. I said, this is not right. I said, I will call corporate. And the guy's like, he was a young kid. The guy was like 18 and who was the pit master going, okay, great. We all, okay, whatever. But anyhow, he ended up turning it around and doing it.
Pitmaster.
Right.
He was the guy that plugged the smoker
I'm
in.
not going to say the barbecue restaurant.
Nailed it.
He didn't. I think the general manager plugged in. I think he had to hit the button. I think that's it. But he told me no, and I was like, it shocked me. But I still
Yeah.
pushed through.
Yeah.
Because I stood in line forever, and I'm finally going, just give it to me because I was hosting a party.
Yeah.
And he did it. Oh, fine, I'll do it this one time. And I'm like, no, you'll do it this time and every time. And I
Yeah.
said that to him, and he looked at me like, all right. But I never went back again.
Okay.
I think I didn't go back not because of barbecue, because of the customer service, and I kept reading reviews.
Yeah.
And a lot of people had the same experience I did. And I think to people who own restaurants, really read those reviews, but also people who are reviewing, be honest.
Yeah.
And don't just hurt somebody because
But also
you had a bad day.
within those restaurants, there's a confidence that works. There's an arrogance that doesn't. And that's across the
Yeah.
board. It's not
No.
just barbecue places.
But be friendly.
Yep.
Be friendly.
You know,
everyone works hard. You work
and I
hard
got
for
to
your
tell
money.
you,
Yep.
I'm going to mention a lot of the same places over and again. Wayne's Smoke Shack was one of them. I love that.
Great
I went there
customer
one
service.
day. I went there just for kind of something quick and easy, but I was going to get stuff for you. I was going to get stuff for Greg. I was going to get stuff for Liz and Sherman. I was going to get the whole neighborhood stuff. And I'm like, give me a little of that, no, way more than that. Wait, okay, a lot more than what you just gave me.
Right.
Okay, now do this. Okay, I want the final 2 ends on every pork belly. I want this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I went on and on. And Wayne's wife that we had talked about before,
yeah.
she goes,
Nice lady.
you know how to order. I like you. And I was like,
Right.
And that actually made me feel good. And I'm like, I might as well keep ordering more. I walk out of there $200-300 later. I come to the neighborhood and I start just distributing it out. And everybody's like, yep, thanks, yep, thanks, yep, thanks. I'm like,
That's
not
awesome.
a one of you gave me the compliment that the store owner gave me, which I would have appreciated, by the way.
Because as the neighborhood, I want to speak behind the neighborhood, we didn't know you knew how to do that. That's all. I'm just saying.
Now we're
We
gonna
were
watch
plenty
the
smart,
skills.
but we was like,
No, I do English good.
All right.
we're just messing
So
with you. But
be
thank you.
vocal, have good expectations, and I think on my side,
friendly.
Be friendly.
be friendly.
I think
Absolutely.
my
'Cause these
tip-
guys work hard. Yep.
I think my tip, and obviously this doesn't come from as many barbecue places. It's just generally, but let them know if you don't like something. I think the biggest thing that I don't know gives you a bad experience is accepting food that you don't like and having to pay for it. We had
And somewhat blaming them.
Yeah, and blaming them. And well,
Right.
so we went to a restaurant up in Twin Falls, Idaho. It's a brewery. It's called Milner's Brewery, maybe. But they have like the best burger I've ever had in my life. It has like a fig compote, it has smoked Gouda on it. It is delicious. It's sweet, it's smoky, it's spicy. It's just amazing. So we went there. We were driving through, and we actually planned a vacation just to go back and get this burger.
Awesome.
But I like to try different things. And so Allie got the burger, and I tried some ramen because I love ramen, and it was not good. It wasn't good. And I told our waitress, was like, I just don't really like this. Can I just get another burger to go? And she ended up charging me for both the ramen and the burger. And so I don't know what policy is at places, but I was like, I didn't eat any of it. I didn't like it, and I kind of had a bad experience. I'd go back for that burger, but I'm afraid to try anything else in fear that I won't like it.
Because you have to pay for it.
Yeah, because I'd have to
Right.
pay for it. And most places, I think, make it right and be like, oh, no, let's take care of you. Let's make sure you have a good experience. Because the first time we went there, I told everyone about that burger. I was like, if you were ever in Twin Falls, Idaho, go there. And now I'm like, it's it's good. It's amazing, but just order the burger. Don't I don't know. My experience is a little
But
soured.
this is what scares me is
This right
is
here.
I
This right here. Because my wife,
not-
she's going to counseling.
the hotness.
What else
too
scares
much.
you? Sorry, what else scares you besides this?
No, I get in my ruts. The burger.
Yeah.
The burger you're talking about. Go there for the burger. It's amazing. Tell
Yeah.
everybody. And then you go, if you guys did the burger that good, you probably have done everything
Yeah,
really,
and
really
and
well.
everything we ordered the first time was good. We ordered like 6 different things, but
And
then
you
the
get me
second
out of
time
my
wasn't.
you get me out of my comfort zone. Go,
Always.
hey, let's go try some dim sum. And I'm like,
Let's
dim
go fly
sum?
somewhere.
What does that mean? Yeah, let's fly across
St.
the
Louis.
country to do something.
And fun fact.
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, fun fact. St. Louis is the birthplace of the shoelace.
It's true. It's true. That's what I was told on the bus. Yeah.
It's true because somebody on the bus said it, but I made it up. It's really not true.
It's not true.
But the thing is, you want to go outside your bounds, and you
I have to
burn.
try and find the best thing.
You've
That's-
taken me
that's
outside my
thing.
bounds, but you're now one of my food buddies that I trust. Shane has never steered me wrong. Shane, a couple doors down from me, he has always told me the best places to eat, the best grills to own, the best.
The best.
He's
I'm
nailed
right
it.
here. I'm right here.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm like, I've told you we're the best place to eat too.
I think you were
outside-
just like pointing down. That was weird.
I know.
The buffet.
I can hear you. How about Shane? Shane's dead to me now.
Shane's dead
Shane's
to me.
dead to me now. Such a nice guy. Great family. He's dead to me now. And we also
Zach,
might go to.
you've nailed
We
it.
also might go to Seasoned Swine.
Seasoned swine.
Swine.
Yeah, they reached
I think
out,
it's
actually.
Seasoned Swine. Yep,
Yep.
they reached out to you. Seasoned
But-
Swine.
Yep. Seasoned
But-
Swine, like Wayne's Smoke Shack, like every single person we mentioned in the last video reached out and said, "Hey, we'd love to."
But 6
have
months
ya."
from now, you guys will have more restaurants, more opinions,
Yeah.
and you guys can help us or us help you decide on where you want to go for the barbecue.
Help us define that as well, because we've been doing this for a week, and I keep hearing from all kinds of friends, family, people, hey, try this, try that. Bird Dog in Colorado Springs. I heard
I bet it
about.
was Shane, huh? I bet it was Shane.
But it was-
I bet it was Shane. I bet it was Shane.
If it was Shane,
He
we
listens
would have
to
already
Shane.
been
He
there.
listens- yeah, he
Like,
listens
I
to
wouldn't be
Shane.
sitting here with you guys. But I keep hearing about more and more and more places that I'm amazed at how many barbecue places there are in Colorado. Now that we're opening up the doors, we're going to start like seeing the floodgates go. So
I
we're
just
excited.
love talking about barbecue. I can do this all day and night. At work, since our last video, we're starting this meeting, and you'll get these guys, Tony, barbecue. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to bird dog the meeting. Just, I don't. I'm sorry, guys. And everyone's like, oh, and then have the big cheese
And then
texting
you're
me
gonna
and calling
come
me
in.
like, oh, this must be work related. No, where should I go for barbecue? I'm like, huh. Like this is kind of cool. So we're here to help. We're gonna give you the honest truth. We're
Bring
just
in
regular
some,
guys. We're just regular people who
Colorado
like
BBQ Boys swag and
Yep.
get some points with the boss. By the way, we are coming out with some swag, so we should have some next week, and
That's right.
we'll actually have a way for you guys to buy some if you want to support us. So
It'd be kind of cool if we gave away a tumbler. That'd be kind of cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to do that.
Nice.
We'll have to do some
how do we get
giveaways.
those?
From Bison Cooler. They're just like badass.
Yeah,
So
we gotta put
Bison
our order
Cooler,
in.
Are they made in America?
they are actually 100% made in America, except for the
So are
tumblers.
shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
shirts and
Except
hats
for the
will all be made in
tumblers.
America.
But
Yep.
everything from the coolers, from the cooler bags, everything, 100% made in America. All even piece parts. You know, there's like 100 some odd piece parts to a cooler. I didn't know
Oh my
that.
gosh.
And the coolers are like 2 inches thick. We
Yeah.
actually tried to break a cooler with a car, and we couldn't do it. They're that big. They're like bear proof. And then
What kind of car?
Their competitor, monster truck. And yeah, that's just happened. Yeah, don't. You know, I'm rolling right now. But Bison is just badass, and you know, Governor Greg Abbott from Texas actually spent after the pandemic spent lunch over there to talk about Bison. Family owned, small company, but great and good family. And I like.
Wait,
family.
Bison's in Texas too, right?
Bison's in Texas.
So our
Richard's in Texas.
shirts, our tumblers we'll have, and then probably our hats as well all come from Texas.
That's right. You know, because Texas is badass, but so is Colorado. So is Colorado.
We are the
And
Colorado
Wyoming.
BBQ Boys.
And Wyoming. And Wyoming.
Throw it in like a constellation prize.
It's not Montana, but it's Wyoming's good.
Move along.
Move along.
Yeah, we appreciate you watching Colorado BBQ Boys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.